Okay, today we're looking at Gary's X350 Pro that I've installed the mini APM in it with the Opera ESCs. We're using the SunnySky motors. It's got the micro MinimOSD. I also made the custom motor pin header that lays down so we can plug the motor ESC servo leads in. It's also had the power module mod done. Now I'm fixing to upgrade that mod. This one's fine, but we can also get the micro version of this that is smaller than this and does the same thing, and that'll enable me to solder it without having to jump some pretty big bus leads between the main power leads. And this is what is taking the place of using what used to be on the power board, the check power Beck. This is basically what this is, but this does that and it does amperage. This doesn't. So I remove this. This is another mod I do. I remove all the components, even though they're good. What I do is put them in what I call an exchange program. I have a couple of packets of these now, where if somebody burns up their power board and they send me their quad and it has a burn up power board, I can replace whatever components damaged for free. I won't charge anybody for the damaged component replacement being in this. This won't, these boards are cheap anyway. We're just using it to distribute the battery power through to the ESCs and also distribute power from our 12 volt header leads here on it, and then also use it to give us a modular design to put the 3DR power module. This also works that way for the Pixhawk. We're using data bus, so there's one wire that's this yellow, black and red wire here coming from this port. So there's only there's 3 wires. It's power, ground, 5 volts, and signal, but there's 2 other wires. It's channel 2 and channel 3 that has to be jumped to make data bus work with the APM. That's standard. We also have the LED mod. The LED mod is changing the color of the LEDs. The arming LED is red. The GPS LED is blue. I'm fixing to go through that when I power it up. We also have the BN880 GPS. We're running a full-size 250 milliwatt VTX. And we're also running a 150 milliwatt 3DR telemetry module. So it's fully loaded. It's got everything you can imagine, pretty much, for a quad this size. So let me power it up. We're using the one other thing, we're still using the stock compass on the leg. Now, one thing to note, I have not run this thing through the first setup, so I can't arm it, but all the ESCs have been calibrated. My next step is to go in there and put the top on it, but I wanted to get this video with the way the inside looks and also how the LEDs do. Now, granted, this is outside. At night, these LEDs will be seriously bright. So what happens with the APM is your blue LED will go solid whenever you have a lock, and that'll be at least 7 satellites. Now, I've got a house and a wall behind me, so we're only seeing half the sky. Let's see how long it takes to get a lock. This is the first time it's been powered up outside. And it may make me run it through the setup. There's the lock right there. It should get a lock much faster than that from now on, now that it's collected the data. Every time you power it up for the first time, your GPS sensor is going to take a little while longer to get locked up. But once the setup is running everything, I expect when this thing has a clear sky, I expect the GPS LED to be ready before the thing gets armed. So, alright, thanks for watching.